Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. I'm working on the Edison long case home and I want to talk about the governor and a few other pieces. First, we're going to talk about the governor bearings. What you're going to do is get a little mason jar like this, steal one from your love muffin or whoever, and don't tell them you took it out of the kitchen, and you fill it with lacquer thinner, and you take the two bearings and you drop those in.
Why?
Because it's going to clean them, and then when you get them out, you wipe them down, then they're clean. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the belt tensioner, and these are notoriously filled up on the inside with oil and dirt and junk, and we need this to spin freely, so we're going to let it soak in lacquer thinner, just like that. Now what happens is, I was going to take the first spring off to show you because I want to check for rust, and this is nothing here. But what's happened is these two screws don't want to come out, so I will soak those overnight in mouse milk to get it apart. But what was very interesting on the machine, and this is what you have to look at when you do phonograph work. The customer says, my machine doesn't wind up. And I'm thinking when we talked, okay, it probably sounds like a broken spring. But on this one, this brass piece right here that holds the end of the springs, and this pops off like that, this piece was not tight. I haven't undone it. So what happened was they would crank up the machine and the governor shaft would just sit here and spin inside the governor. And these are things you need to look at when you're taking a phonograph apart and go, oh, that screw is not tight. Okay. So we'll drop that one in the mason jar to clean the brass. And now what you can do is I'll soak these and then get it apart. You want to
soak them in mouse milk?
Soak them in mouse milk overnight and hope it comes apart. We're going to drop all the little screws and everything into the jar. And then when we're done, you're going to go, how do I get those little screws out?
Are you going to put that governor in the jar without taking it apart?
No, I'll have to get this apart, and then I'll have a video about getting this end piece apart. You'll need this little tool you can get at any automotive store to grab little metal pieces like that. So when you get your screws out and you want to get them clean, you'll just wash this around in the bottom and pull the little screws off and wipe them off. Pretty cool trick. I like doing that. So we will drop all the governor screws in here and they will clean up very nicely. Now we will add mouse milk to this thing, and we will let it soak overnight and hope it comes apart in the morning. And that's my tip for the day.